Okay, hello everyone, this is Dr. Destiny here and I'll be covering the reveal stream which was showed earlier. Here's a trailer and I'll talk afterwards.
We thought we were indestructible. The Lords of Iron. We swore we would do anything to protect the last city. Some of us paid the ultimate price. I am all that remains. We thought we had sealed away the plague for eternity. But now, it has returned. And this time, with a fallen army. It is time to avenge my brothers and sisters. Stand with me, Guardian. Prove yourself worthy, and the Iron Lords will rise again.
Pre-order Destiny Rise of Iron and get the Iron Gjallarhorn.
Okay, and that was the trailer. It is fucking epic. I cannot wait until Rise of Iron comes out in September. It's going to be September the 20th, and it's going to be only for new gens, basically PS4, Xbox One. So old gen is going to be out of the picture, which personally I think is going to be better for the franchise. It's going to help out, and it will coincide with certain things which I've mentioned as well in the stream. They mentioned something about new features for Crucible, which I'll go over, which I'd assume would be custom matches. It's not been confirmed, but something like that will probably be more likely to be put into PS4 architecture and Xbox One, not with PS3 and Xbox 360 and stuff. But first off, we'll go over what stuff they've got. We've got the new campaign, we've got a cinematic story, new missions, and new quest lines. One of them will be for Gjallarhorn. You heard it here. They've got Black Gjallarhorn, which you can get from pre-ordering the game, which is basically just a reskin of Gjallarhorn, which is obviously going to be an exotic. And obviously you can get Gjallarhorn again, but for year 2, or probably year 3 at that point. Stats, obviously, will be at current light level, so they're bringing Gjallarhorn back. They haven't mentioned any nerfs and stuff like that for it, which they're most likely going to have, but they've obviously reworked it. And you'll be able to get this through a quest line, once you obviously get the game, stuff like that. There's some new places. We've got the Plague Lands, which I'll obviously go into a bit of the story behind that in a minute, which is going to be in the Cosmodrome. We've got Felwinter's Peak. Again, this is a new social space, and this is where the Iron Lords are. And obviously, if you remember the shotgun, Felwinter's Lie. The lore behind it is that Felwinter, hence the name Felwinter's Lie, actually went against the Iron Lords and then killed one of them, or something like that. And obviously, we've got the Wall as well, which is obviously the Wall of the Cosmodrome. New activities, we've got the new raid, which we'll go over later on. New and updated strikes. So I think there's only going to be one strike from what the information that was shown yesterday. But obviously there'll probably be 1 or 2 updated strikes from the year 1 on year 2. And then we've got new patrols and public events, because obviously we've got a new explore mode area, which obviously is the Plague Lands. For Crucible, we've got obviously new maps, we've got a new mode, which I have not said, and obviously what I mentioned a minute ago, new features. So this could be anything from new playlists to quality of life stuff, but I personally think custom matches, especially because they're dropping old gem. Locations, which I obviously mentioned, is the Plague Lands. Let's have a look at this. Let's read some of the information they've given for the story first, and then we'll go over that. Rise and become an Iron Lord. The wall that stood for centuries along the Cosmodrome's southern border has collapsed. Fallen mutants now scavenge the tombs of the Golden Age, and the technology they have unearthed in the waste is more dangerous than even they understand. Join Lord Saladin, Journey into the Playgrounds and learn the fate of the Iron Lords and stop the growing threat before it's too late. So potentially there's an old Iron Lord, maybe Felwinter himself, who's obviously helping the Fallen. The Fallen have got these guys called the Splicers, which I've mentioned here. Every Fallen house has splicers, body hackers, and bioengineers who fuse metal and flesh, but the splicers of the House of Devils have uncovered the ultimate technology, Cyber, a golden age breakthrough in self-assembling and self-replicating nanotechnology. The Fallen have always worshipped machine gods. Now armed with Siva, S-I-V-A, the Devil Splicers are becoming machine gods themselves. Confront the Fallen Devil Splicers in the Plaguelands, which is obviously the new space. Find the source of the Cyber and contain the outbreak at any cost. And obviously where it's called the Plaguelands, I assume that the Fallen obviously basically put loads of robot arms and shit on them, and the nanotechnology is the plague, so they're just basically corrupting everything themselves. We've obviously got new stuff to gain in there as well. So overcome the challenges that await in the Plaguelands. Weapons, armour and gear including Iron Lord themed armour sets, new exotic weapons and all new raid, Iron Banner and Trials of Osiris gear. And trust me, some of this gear is really good. I'll be having pictures in the background of me when I'm talking on this anyways. There's some stuff which I've managed to get off the internet, off websites and stuff like that. They look like they've got a cross stuff. The first weapon you actually get in Destiny, they've got a picture of that, so I think we can get a legendary version of that now. They're bringing that into into year 3. There's some of the stuff that's fucking amazing, and we're going to talk about the raid itself. I'll go into more details of that a little bit later. Hidden in the Cosmodrome lies the true source of the Cypher outbreak. Guarded by the most zealous and powerful Fallen Devil's Splicers, 6 Guardians will plumb to the depths to stop the threat at its source. Should they emerge victorious, they will return to the surface wielding powerful new weapons and armor forged from Cypher itself. And I think that's actually like going towards the core of the Earth. Don't quote me on that. I've read something a minute ago for that, and that's what I managed to gauge from that. That the raid will go down. But if you can notice the picture, I'm probably going to put in the background now. The boss that they showed in the trailer is like a fucking weird hybrid walker with arms and all like crane things like coming off it. I think with that, I'll show one image now where you've got the boss itself. I think once you defeat the boss, some of the stuff will fall off, and then you've got the scene where they actually jump from this massive like beam down. So that'll probably be into this little area where there's actually like a gate, and then once you go through that gate, that'll be obviously the entrance to the raid itself. Because I think that might be like a drill that's going to be going towards the Earth's core. It looks like it anyways. It looks like a drill. Again, I'll try and put these in the video so you can see what I'm talking about and stuff like that. Otherwise it's going to be a bit weird trying to figure that stuff out. But yeah, what else have we got? Other information. Obviously, if you pre-order, you get Galahorn. It just looks fucking amazing. New stuff to do. Oh, light levels obviously being increased as well. Trying to think what other stuff. Where's the main picture? Let's go through that. Obviously the axe as well. The axe that you actually get inside of it, we thought it was a hammer first of all. So the one that Lord Saladin has in the trailer, it is not an actual heavy weapon. So you can't have that in heavy weapon slot. It's a relic. So same as obviously the sword in Crota's End, and obviously the relic in Full Class, where you've got the the shield. It's going to be one of them, so you probably only get it for missions, and obviously most likely there's going to be some feature in the raid itself where you can use it, or you need to use it for something. So that is unfortunately only for that. Felwinter's Peak, obviously we're going to mention that as well. So that is a new social space, and there's a lady in the picture, which I'm probably going to put up now, who's you're going to be your quest giver, or obviously maybe another bounty person for the Iron Lords. The space fit looks really good, and from what I was gauging from the reveal stream, we don't actually start with that area opened up to us. I think you actually do a mission or some sort of patrol, do something at the peak of the mountain, which is where the Felwinter's, hence Felwinter Peak is. And obviously you attack the Fallen going up to the actual main mausoleum where she is, or where the throne or mausoleum of the Iron Lords. It is really cool though, and I can't wait to play this. Obviously we've got the new Explorer replace the Plaguelands, which there should be a picture in the background again for that. But overall, pretty cool, pretty hyped, and looking forward to what they're going to be having to show us at E3. My E3 predictions are, well, I'm hoping that they'll obviously show a bit more of this, but there'll be a teaser for Destiny 2, which is obviously supposed to be out next year. Beginning next year, I don't think it's going to happen now. It's probably going to be September like this is. This is going to be released on September the 20th, and it's going to cost $30 in America and £25 in England, which is pretty cheap for the content you're getting. It sounds like it's similar to the size of Taken King, maybe even bigger, because, I don't know, probably the same actually, because we've got one explorer replacing Taken King with the Dreadnought. So it depends how big the spaces are and stuff like that, what Crucible made. But if we're getting some quality of life stuff, I don't really care how big it is. I think the premise of it looks really good, and the content we're getting seems pretty legitimate to me. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and the information I've managed to pull out. Tell me what you think of the reveal, if it's something you if I can speak, you're looking forward to, and what kind of stuff and things behind the lore that we know about the Iron Lords. Who is that female in the social space? Who could she be? Because I'm trying to think of the names, like Scory's Revenge and stuff like that from the previous weapons. Is there any female names out of that? I'm trying to figure out who that is. And obviously, what kind of raid bosses and stuff we will get from the Fallen, minus the one we see from the picture. What else we can get there, and what kind of raid mechanics we get with the Fallen. The Fallen as well, obviously being mutated. We've got the peg leg dregs, as I call them, or peg leg Gregs. They're fucking amazing, and obviously the mutated type of Fallen, new enemy type. Supposedly they're more agile and more aggressive than some of the previous factions. They're not going to be like a huge health bar like Bullet Sponge, but they're going to be more agile and be able to move, especially the peg leg dregs. So overall, pretty good, and happy to see more content for Destiny. Anyways, Guardians, I hope you had a good time watching the reveal, and if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, give the video a like, it always helps me out, and then any information in the comment section below. Bye bye, Guardians.